In the schools, you need to build your altar, you know, the altar where you, with a picture of your relative or your friend or whoever passed away, and you offer in this altar their favorite food, their favorite objects, you put flowers, you put candles.
So, and since you won, we also have a stromausfall for you.
That's cool.
Hello and welcome to 20 Minutes Abroad, the podcast where we talk about different cultures from different countries. Today we are going to talk about Mexico, Mexican festivities and the fascination with death, right after the intro. My guest today is Veru. She's originally from Mexico. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
And the first question I have for you today is, what is something unique about your culture?
Good question. I think we have many things that are very unique in our country, but if I need to highlight one is we're a very multi-diverse country. We are not black, white. We have so many colors, so many different traditions that goes from city to city, to state to state, even from family to family. I think that's one of the most amazing things and one of the things I'm very proud about from my country.
That sounds really interesting.
Yeah, it is.
The second question I have for you, you're going to pick yourself. So we have printed out some tickets.
Oh, we're going to Mexico.
Yeah, maybe.
That's
I would
surprise.
love to. Just pick one.
I'll pick this one.
And there's a number on it.
Okay. Yeah, shall I say it out loud?
Yes, tell me the number, please.
7.
Thank you. What is the next city or country you want to travel to?
In Mexico?
Not just
Or
around
in
the
general?
world, in general.
To be very honest, I want to go to Mexico next. I definitely want to explore more the south of Mexico. So I would say I would like to be in Chiapas or in Oaxaca, in the south of my country.
Oh, nice. So you grew up in the north? Or?
Yes, I'm from the north. It's called Monterrey City. A very big city, is the third biggest in Mexico. So yes, we're very, very far away in the other side of the country. And yeah, I haven't been in so many cities in the south. And you experience the most traditional things in the south and in the center, rather than in the north, because we're so close to the US. And I have the feeling that we're more influenced by the US culture than for the real Mexican. So I would love to go to the south.
Yeah, that makes sense. There's for sure like a lot of stuff to discover in your own country.
Exactly.
Well, right?
I think you will never finish discovering and learning from your own country because, as I said, we're so multi-diverse.
Yeah.
And I'm even learning more from my culture being here because, you know, my Austrian friends and my Austrian family is like, and tell me about Mexico, what is about this city? And I've heard that this city does this and that. And I'm like, I don't know because I haven't been there or because it's so different from what I'm used to in the north. So yeah, it's huge, this country. So you need to take some time to really explore everything.
Cool. I would love to go to Mexico.
Yeah, you will love. Have you been in Mexico?
No, not yet.
You will love it. I mean, not because I'm Mexican, and I'm very proud, but you really, really love it. You have everything. You have, if you like beach, you have beach. If you like mountains, if you even, I don't know, desert, everything. So there's place for every kind of personality.
One day.
Yeah, one day. We will do that. We will get to the south of Mexico, maybe.
That would be cool.
I know.
So one thing that often comes to mind when you think about Mexico is the festivities and especially the Día de los Muertos. Día de los
Muertos.
My Spanish is not that good.
No problem. I'm the semi-German. Yes, Día de los Muertos is a huge festivity and celebration in Mexico. And yeah, we do so many... You know, as I said, every city and every state, every family have their traditions. In my case and in my experience, since I'm from the north, I don't get to live this crazy festivity. What we do, for example, and I think everybody in the whole country do, is in the schools you need to build your altar, you know, the altar where you with a picture of your relative or your friend or whoever passed away, and you offer in this altar their favorite food, their favorite objects. You put flowers, you put candles. So I can remember when we were in school, we needed to do like an altar, and we were participating who has the best altar. And it's very nice. It's very nice. And now that I'm living in Austria, I think I'm appreciating more this side of our culture, because I think it's so unique.
Yeah,
it's so
it
different. I think in Austria you have something similar. This Allerheiligen?
Yeah, Allerheiligen, it's kind of...
Yeah, but in Mexico we take this day more like a day to celebrate, a day of party. Many people go in the graveyard and bring the favorite food to their relative who passed away, and they kind of eat together, drink together. There's even cities where people stay over the night to sleep there with their relatives who passed away. In the graveyard.
Wow.
They have mariachi in the graveyard. They have seriously like a big fest. You can also see guided tours where they give, taking you through the graveyard, and they're showing you maybe famous people who are in this graveyard. And it's seriously a very nice and emotive day. It's not a day to be sad. It's not a day to be grieving from your relatives. It's the day this is the day of the year when my relatives come back to have time with me, to have dinner with me or something.
Oh, that's really nice.
It's very nice.
So I think it's not always good to always like push the sad part of death. So it's also nice to appreciate like...
Yes, exactly.
It's like as something beautiful. So what came to my mind just now was that, like, you know, some people, I don't know if that's in the north or the south, but some people that dress a specific way, and like they draw
like a skeleton.
They
like
paint the face.
Genau. Yes, they do the Katrina, or Katrina is like this elegant figure that is a skeleton and is dressed with very pompous clothes. So yes, ladies are painting their face with like a skeleton, like a skull, and with very bright flowers around the head. That's very traditional as well, or very colorful dresses, like the typical Mexican dresses. And yeah, that's true.
And what are some other festivities that you enjoy?
Mexican festivities.
Yeah.
We have this Quinceañera thing. Is when the girls turn 15, the parents throw a big party to celebrate the 15 years old, and it's kind of a introduction to society. Of course, now it's not like back in the days. Is the time when the girl is ready to be married, or is like available for the man to, you know, is not a kid anymore, because 100 years ago, women didn't live more than 30 years, so 15 years was good enough to marry, and so that's how it started, I believe. And this evolved a lot. It also has some influence from the Habsburgs. That's a very fun fact, because when Maximilian, Carlota were emperors in Mexico, they brought these big dresses, colorful dresses. Also, they introduced the balls and everything. So these have
interesting.
Yeah, kind of evolved.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is a very nice festivity. Every time I tell my Austrian friends about it, everyone's like, what is that? Because I'm showing them pictures. I have my quinceañera, and it was over the top. Seriously, over the top. I have like 300 guests.
Wow.
We did so much, like I have a limousine, like seriously over the top. Wow. And I'm always showing pictures to my Austrian friends, and they're like, what is that? Like, you're 15, why are you throwing an event for 300 people? Like, it is like that. I mean, of course, not everybody is doing it as big, but anyways, it's so special for every girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you keep that as like a special memory for yourself?
Definitely. I think until the day of today, I can say this was the most amazing night of my life. It was so special. And not only because this night, everything was around the preparation, you know, the quinceañera. Just for a bit of context, you are you're the quinceañera, and you have your court. You have 14 ladies and 15 dancer partners, so males and females. And I remember when I was in high school, we would go after classes to my house to rehearse like the vals and to rehearse the modern dance, because we would have also like a choreography. And everything around was so nice, and the preparation, go to pick my dress. It was so special, so special. So nowadays in the modern life, some girls also decide, instead of this party, for a car or for a trip somewhere. But for me, it was no discussion. I think since I was born, my tantes, my aunts and my mom and everybody was like, nah, you need to do a 15 años and it will be so nice. And since I was like 12, they started to prepare it, and I was like, okay, I have no choice, so let's enjoy it. But it was the best choice. Seriously, it was super fun.
I can also imagine, like, as a young girl, it's really special to kind of have this big celebration for yourself.
Of course. And then you're in high school, all your girlfriends are getting 15 años, and it's so nice because then one weekend you're the dancing partner from one 15 años, and then the other weekend, and it's just so nice atmosphere around. You're so excited, like, this weekend is 15 años, and the next one is, so it's super nice.
Cute.
Yeah.
It's a year full of celebration.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I think it goes until you're 16, because then you're still getting invited to like the younger generation.
Sure, more people you know,
Yeah, exactly. And it's super fun, seriously.
That sounds really sounds a lot of fun.
If I have a daughter, even though I'm living in Austria, I think I would push her a little bit to have a 15 años.
Yes, it would be also cool if you had a daughter that you show her the traditions you grew up
Sure. Of course. I hope.
Yeah, that's really
Let's
nice.
see.
So for a little break between our topics, we are going to play a little game together. So we have 2 blackboards next to us, and some chalk, and we're going to get 3 questions. It's a guessing game, so we have to guess the answer and write it on the back side of the blackboard. And then we're going to show the camera, and whoever is closest wins.
Okay. Let's do that. Let's go. Here?
Yeah, you can put it here. So.
So, yeah.
There's also some.
So I will write my answer here in the back. Let's do it like this.
We're going to get the questions from backstage.
The quinceañera marks the beginning of womanhood for young girls. But what is the actual average age to get married for a woman in Mexico?
Okay. Average. If I don't know this answer,
I mean,
I fail as a Mexican.
I know. It's always some questions that it's almost impossible to know the real answer. So. You ready?
Yes.
2, 3. So you guessed 23, I guess 25.
30.5 years.
Whoa.
30, okay.
Really?
Okay. I thought it would be like way younger. Maybe things have changed. Like, good if that changed.
Some paper? Yeah, there's some paper next to you. You can use to wipe.
Good girls, don't marry too young. Live life.
Yeah, true.
Mexico is home to the world's smallest volcano. How high is it?
Oh my God. I guess it's El Popocatépetl, but how?
What's small for a volcano?
Yeah, exactly. I would say like 2 meters, like about now. The smallest in the world.
Wow.
Let's say, I don't know. Oh my God.
Taking random numbers again.
Yeah, me too. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. 50?
50, I guess 217.
Oh my God. I clearly have no idea.
I also have no idea. I'm just picking the most random number that comes to my head.
Oh my God. Yeah.
13.1 meters.
What?
Okay.
Very cute.
13. That's a baby volcano.
Yeah.
The golden eagle is Mexico's national bird. But what is the average wingspan of an adult golden eagle?
I don't know, how big are they?
I don't know. Guessing.
Ready?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Guessing
2
meters.
meters.
I guess 1.3.
Let's see.
2.05 meters.
Wow.
Okay.
Really big.
Yeah.
So, since you won our little game, you also get a little present from us.
Okay. What is that?
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Oh.
So we have some chocolates
Sweet.
for you.
Thank you so much.
I hope you like them.
Thank you. Thank you so much for participating. Super nice. Thank you.
Let's start in our second topic area, which is about the everyday life in Mexico. So, since we talked about the festivities, it seems like family is a really big deal in Mexico. So, how would you describe the typical family life in Mexico?
Yeah, so family first, your mom is like on top of everything. Take care of your siblings, like family. So yes, it's very important. Now I think things are changing a little bit with the new generations, because this can be a little bit toxic, of course. I think there's a fine line, and before this line was not very evident. It was just family above everything else. And now I think it's getting a bit healthier, the relationship with families. Like, yes, family is very important, but myself is also very important, and just to draw a very thicker line in this sense. But in my experience, so I have a very big family. That's also a thing. Maybe that's why we're also family driven, because I have so many cousins. I have 2 brothers, so I'm the only girl. And since I was a child, I've grown up listening to my dad. You as an older brother need to take care of your sister, or you as the male need to take care of your sister. And it's so important that you stay together. And you grow up with this sense of, that's true, family is so important, which is very true. And for me, it's very important, definitely. I think one of the things I struggled the most when I moved to Austria was realizing that I'm not going to see my family every day. That was very, very hard. It's still very hard. And also for my parents, it was very heartbroken. I'm the only girl from 3 children. And especially for my mom, it was very hard when I decided to move. I think if I would just change one thing, is like just to bring all my family here, and they can be here. I can just teleport and be with them, because I'm missing so much. And that's kind of hard when you're coming from a culture such as Mexico. And many Latino countries, I think, is the same. Like, family is so important.
Yeah.
I would say.
I can imagine that's a bit hard when you're suddenly kind of away from them, and it's
definitely
a bit far.
And
also.
I never imagined that I would grow up far away from them. I always imagined my life next to my family, I don't know, getting older next to them, seeing my parents getting old and being with them, and plans changed. And I think that was the hardest for me to integrate this part of, okay, that's not happening. The things that you thought it would happen next to the family is not happening anymore. You need to learn to make your life far away from them, and just to try to make family again here.
So it's quite normal in Mexico to have multi-generational households as well? Like with your grandparents, parents, children?
Yeah, actually it is. Now it's less than before, but it's still, so I have many relatives or people I know that they're living with, for example, my aunt is living with my Uma, with my grandma. For a long, long time since my grandfather passed away, my Uma was like, please, like, come live with me. And also other people that they just go to live with their parents when some of the parents, for example, pass away, or when you maybe never married and you don't want to live alone, then you're living with your parents forever. So yes, and then your children are living also with the grandmother. So in my case, my grandma from my mom's side, in the house is my grandma, my aunt, and my cousins. So it's very common.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that also has like its advantages and maybe disadvantages in some cases, but
Sure.
in general, I think it's a beautiful thing that you're
Yeah.
connected to your family.
I think so too. And when you grow up like living like that, you don't know if you grow up thinking this is normal, which is not normal, it's completely fine, but it's just not maybe so usual in other cultures. But I think it's lovely. I remember going to my grandma and it was like, shooting two birds with one shot, like I was saying, because then I'm seeing my oma, but I'm seeing my cousins, everybody's in the same household, so I'm visiting all together, and it was nice.
Yeah, that's really cool. So and that's why we're here actually, to talk about the differences in cultures.
Exactly.
So before we wrap up the interview, we have 2 stickers for you. So we have, what is it? We have the Mexico and another Mexico sticker.
Ooh,
that
cool.
you can put either on the suitcase behind you, or you can also put it here if you'd like.
Yeah, I will put it here because I think the suitcase is a bit full. So in the next interviews, Mexico is here and everyone will see it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like in the,
Should I do it now?
yeah, take it on camera.
So, first one, right here. And the other one here. I hope this is going to be cut.
Yeah.
Because it's taking ages. Wait a second.
Every time it's the same thing.
Okay.
we never prepare it.
Then the second one here. Ping, 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 ping. Super cute.
Thank you. Also, thank you for being here today. It was
Thank
really
you.
nice to talk to you.
It was very fun.
I'm glad.
Yeah, really. I'm very excited that you invited me.
Thank you. And also thank you to our listeners. If you enjoyed the episode, give it a like and leave a comment if you have something to say. If you want to see more episodes like this, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in our next video.